Hello students, I am teacher Krupa, your maths teacher. This is the third video on the chapter Commission, Brokerage and Discount of Maths 2. In the previous videos, we have already solved question number 1 to 10 of exercise 1.1 of this chapter. The link of those videos I have given in the description below. Today we will be solving question number 11 to 15 of this exercise and completing the exercise. So let's start. Before starting the actual exercise, let us see some terms which we will come across in this sums. First one is discount. Now we all are quite familiar with the term discount. Now discount is nothing but a reduction in the price of the goods allowed by the seller, and it is generally expressed in terms of percentage. You know that we always read about like 50% discount, 10% discount. So the discount is always expressed in terms of percentage. Now there are two types of discounts. First one is trade discount and the second one is cash discount. Now the trade discount is allowed by one trader to another, and it is calculated on the list price or catalog price of the goods. The second type is cash discount. It is allowed in consideration of the ready cash payment. That means if you are paying the amount or the cost of the goods immediately in cash, then you get the extra discount. That is called as the cash discount. Now the main difference between these two discounts is the trade discount is always calculated on the mark price or the list price of the goods. Then after deducting this trade discount from the list price, the price that we get is called as the invoice price. And then the cash discount is calculated on the invoice price. And the price that you get after deducting cash discount from the invoice price is called as the net price of the goods. So students, remember the trade discount is always calculated on the list price of the goods, whereas the cash discount is calculated on the invoice price of the goods. Then there is one more term come across, and that is del creditor agent. Now what is del creditor agent? The del creditor agent gives you the guarantee that the buyer will pay the price of the goods. That means if the buyer is not able to pay the price of the goods after the transaction is completed, the del creditor agent is liable for the payment. Now for that, we need to pay him some extra commission. That is called as the del creditor commission. Fine. So now let's move to the whiteboard to solve exercise 1.1. Let us start with the 11th sum of exercise 1.1. See what is the sum? Swatantra Distributors allows 15% discount on the list price of the washing machine. Further, 5% discount is given for cash payment. Find the list price of the washing machine if it was sold for the net amount of rupees 38,356.25. Now see students, the sum may look little bigger, but it is very simple. I'll make it easy for you. See what they have given is, first you get 15% discount on the list price of the washing machine. Then there is a 5% discount for the cash payment. That means after deducting 15% discount from the list price, on the resulting amount you get this 5% discount. Are you getting it? So this price which we get after deducting 15% discount from the list price is called as invoice price. You know that. And then further you get 5% discount. So after deducting this 5% discount, the price what you get is called as the net price. So what we will do is, we will say let the least price of the washing machine be rupees 100. Lease price of the washing machine, let us write in small, in short, be rupees 100. Now on this you get 15% discount. So therefore the invoice price will be equal to 100 minus 15, that is 85 rupees. Are you getting it? Now this 5% discount will be calculated on this 85 rupees. So we get, therefore discount is equal to 5% into 85. Getting? So that is 5 upon 100 into 85. Discount as 4.25 rupees. So what will be the net price now? Net price of the washing machine will be 85 minus 4.25. So that comes to 80.75 rupees. Now this is your net price or net amount when the lease price was 100. Correct? Now in the sum the net amount is 38,356.25. For this you have to calculate the lease price. So we'll write, therefore leased price of the washing machine will be equal to 38,356.25 into 100 upon 80.75. So this comes to 47,500. So students, let us start with the 12th sum of exercise 1.1. See, a bookseller received rupees 1,530 as 15% commission on the lease price. Find the lease price of the book. Now this is very simple sum. See what they have given. They have given the commission received and they have given the rate of commission. Now this 15% commission is given on the lease price of the book and we have to find the lease price of the book. So what we can do is, we'll say let the lease price of the book be X. Let the lease price of the book be rupees X. Correct? And what is the rate of commission? Rate of commission is 15%. And the commission received is rupees 1,530. Correct? That means 15% of X is equal to 1,530. Very simple sum. So we write, therefore we get 15% into X is equal to 1,530. That is 15 upon 100 into X is 1,530. Therefore X is equal to 1,530 into this 15 upon 100 will take on the other side. So it will become 100 upon 15. Now we can reduce this. 15 ones are 15. Here 15 ones are 15. 0, 2. See students, this 1,530 divided by 15 is 102. Many students write here 12. It is not 12. It is 102. So that is equal to 10,200 rupees. So this is the least price of the book. Write the final answer. The least price of the book is equal to rupees 10,200. So that's all. That completes your 12th sum. So let us start with the 13th sum. A retailer sold a suit for rupees 8,832 after allowing 8% discount on the mark price and further 4% cash discount. Fine. If he made 38% profit, find the cost price and the mark price of the suit. Now what we can do is first you concentrate on the mark price. The selling, that is the net price of the suit is 8,832. That is after allowing 8% discount and then the further 4% cash discount. So what we will do is, let the mark price of the suit be rupees X or be rupees 100. Let us take 100. Be rupees 100. Correct? Let us start from 100. Now he allows 8% discount. Correct? So that means that price, you know, after deducting discount from the mark price, the price is called as invoice price. So invoice price will be equal to 100 minus 8, that is 92 rupees. Fine. Now on this 92 rupees, he gives 4% cash discount. That means we have to calculate 4% of 92. Correct? So let us write discount is equal to 4% into 92. That is 4 upon 100 into 92. Let us directly multiply by 4 to 92. So 4 2s are 8 and 4 9s are 36. Divided by 100. That means after two places you will put the decimal point. So this is the discount that he is giving. So we will get the net price will be, from 92 you will subtract 3.68. So 92 minus 3.68, that will come to 92 4 88.32. Now this is the net price when the mark price was 100. So we have to find how much for the 8,832. Very simple. So therefore, mark price of the suit will be, how much is that? 8832 into 100 upon 88.32. So that comes to 10,000 rupees. Now the mark price of the suit we have got 10,000. What was the selling price? 8,832. So after giving so much of discount, still the retailer makes 38% profit. So we will write profit is equal to 38%. That means if the cost price is 100 rupees, selling price will be 138. So now our selling price is 8,832 and for that we have to find the cost price. So we will write therefore cost price of the suit is 8832 into 100 upon 138. This comes equal to 6,400. So write the final answer. Therefore, cost price of suit is rupees 6,400. And here we have got the mark price also. Mark price is equal to rupees 10,000. So this is the final answer of the sum. So students, let us start with the 14th sum, very small sum. See, an agent charges 10% commission plus 2% delicate rate. If he sells goods worth rupees 37,200, find his total earnings. See, it's very simple sum. Over here, the commission is 10%. So rate of commission is equal to 10% and del credit is 2%. That means total commission will be 10 plus 2, that is 12%. Very simple. And what is the selling price of the goods? Of the goods is 37,200 rupees. That means to find the total earnings, we have to just find 12% of this amount. Very simple sum. Therefore, total earnings of the agent is equal to 12% into 37,200. That is 12 upon 100 into 37,200. So these two zeros will get cut. 12 2s are 24, 2, 12 7s are 84 and 2 86, carried 8. 12 3s are 36 and 8 44. So you get 4,464 as the agent's earnings. So write the final answer. Total earnings of the agent is equal to rupees 4,464. Very simple sum. Sweet and short. Isn't it? Okay, so let us start with the 15th sum. The last sum of the exercise. Very simple. See, a wholesaler allows 25% trade discount and 5% cash discount. What will be the net price of an article marked at rupees 1,600? See, very simple sum. First, what is that? 25% trade discount. So, let us start with the marked price as rupees 100. So, let the marked price of an article be rupees 100. Correct? Now on this he gives 25% trade discount. So trade discount is 25%. That means what will be the invoice price? Invoice price will be 100 minus 25, that is 75 rupees. Correct? Now on this he is giving 5% cash discount. So cash discount is 5%. So let us calculate the cash discount on 75 rupees. Therefore cash discount is equal to 5% of 75. That is 5 upon 100 into 75. So 5 5s are 25, carry 2, 5 7s are 35 and 2, 37 divided by 100. So after 2 places you will put the decimal point. So this 375 rupees you get the discount. So this 3.75 you will subtract from 75 to get the net price of the article. Therefore net price is 75 minus 3.75, that is 71.25. So we got the net price equal to 71.25. Now when the mark price was 100, the net price is 71.25. So how much for 1600? So we will write net price of an article is equal to 1600 into 71.25 upon 100. So this goes, 2 zeros goes with this. This comes to 1140. So with this we finish the 15th sum, that is the last sum of exercise 1.1. We'll be doing the remaining exercises of this chapter in the forthcoming videos. So keep practicing, keep enjoying maths.